The astrology of the week beginning Monday, 26th of January, is asking you to look at your desires, not your socially acceptable goals and aspirations, but instead your deep, subconscious, willful needs and wants. You are also being asked to think about money and relationships and to be innovative and unconventional as you make plans in those areas. Hello everybody, or kia ora. My name is Fiona of Sun and Moon Calendar, and in this video I'm talking about the aspects and transits and the phase of the moon that we're in for the week beginning the 26th of January. I am based in New Zealand, but this astrology is for the whole world. The aspects and transits just happen like within 24 hours, just at a different time as you go around the world. The aspects that I talked about in the introduction, those are some conjunctions between Mars and Pluto and Mercury and Venus. Both those conjunctions are in the sign of Aquarius, but there's another really big event happening this week. It's just that it's a slower, more subtle event, and you might not notice anything so much this week, but that is Neptune, for the last time of our lifetimes, leaving Pisces, moving into Aries, and it will be in Aries for the next 14 years. It takes 165 years to move around the zodiac, Neptune does, but right now it's just this week moving into Aries, and that's part of a bigger, longer term story, and it's the topic of a more in-depth video about that transition that will come out tomorrow. So in this video I'm just talking about the aspects and transits and the phase of the lunar month that we're in as we go through this week. So first of all, let's talk about the phase of the moon that we're in, and I'm going to use the calendar. This is the Aotearoa Sun and Moon calendar, and there's an Australia edition as well. Anyway, we're in the lunar month of Capricorn. That is what it looks like in the calendar, and this is just the grid part of the calendar that I've taken out there. And we can see we had the new moon last week on Monday, or Sunday for some parts of the world, and then the moon was hidden and then it just appeared in the sky. And then this week, 26th of January or the 25th, we start with the first quarter moon. The moon is square to the sun, forming a half moon shape in the sky. It's a chance to be really getting going with our to-do list as the moon gets bigger and bigger as part of its waxing phase leading up to full moon. So we are in the lunar month of Capricorn because that new moon was in the sign of Capricorn, but the sun is in Aquarius. It moved into Aquarius a day after the new moon, and so we are in the month of Aquarius season, and there are actually so many planets in Aquarius at the moment. All right, so that was just a slide about that new moon in Capricorn. I hope you had the opportunity to have some quiet time, a settled time, and meet with some friends even, or just with yourself to set some intentions for that lunar month. Because with that first quarter moon that we're in now, and you can see it there, that's really time to be getting going with your to-do list and really taking action towards your intentions for the lunar month. So anyway, I've laid out the week there, 26th of January to the 1st of February, but many of these will be occurring a day earlier. And you can see there's only actually 4 things I'm going to talk about in this video. That's quite a relief, because the last couple of weeks I was gasping by the end. There were so many transits to talk about, like many on each day, pretty much. All right. Okay, so mostly with this video and this week, we're looking at Aquarius energy, because look in Aquarius up there. There's Aquarius, little wiggly lines. Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Pluto, deep and dark, and Mars. That's a lot of Aquarius energy. That's so many planets. That's a stellium, okay? And to have Pluto there and Mars at the same time, that's adding a lot of intensity this week. So I'll talk about that shortly. All right, and this is actually the chart of the moment when Neptune moves into the sign of Aries. Ta-da! So that's the other thing that's happening there. That's why I circled it in purple, purple for Neptune. Okay, all right. All right, so Aquarius season is what we're in with 5 planets there. Aquarius is a sociable sign. And wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, you're likely to be quite sociable and friendly. But Aquarians can be a little bit reserved and aloof with that sociability, maybe a little less comfortable with the interpersonal relationship stuff, more comfortable with group connections. All right, Aquarius can be about large groups of people and organizations, the masses, humanity as a mass group. And Aquarians and Aquarius energy can care very much about social causes that affect many, many people. And with this Aquarius time that we're in with Pluto in Aquarius, of course, we're seeing these revolutionary actions happening around the world where people are rising up in different countries. All right, but I'm not getting into world astrology. No, that is not my area. So Aquarius does have Aquarius likes to do things differently, and it likes things to be fair. And so there's a revolutionary energy about Aquarius, and it goes along with the unconventionality. So Aquarius is quirky, unconventional, likes to think outside the box, and also likes to, with its great clever brain, think of out of the box solutions that could be highly technological and innovative and progressive, and just bringing new ideas to the world, and that can be really solutions that can affect large groups of people. All right, so wherever you have Aquarius in your charts, it's likely that you are able to think kind of outside the box, to be innovative, and to care about what's happening for large groups of people and justice and social causes in that area. That's the energy that we're in this month, all right? And there's extra energy with all those planets there. So notice quirky styles coming out, unconventional thinking, revolutionary ideas, innovation. Cool. All right, first quarter moon, as I mentioned, I won't talk about that anymore. Time to take action on your to-do list. All right, and then that a momentous moment that you may or may not notice because it's subtle and slow, of Neptune moving into Aries. So more about those big slow changes in tomorrow's video, where I go into depth. All right, some of you very sensitive and attuned people out there might feel this, and if you do, that would be cool if you mention it in the comments or mention it to your friends. It's pretty cool if you notice that very subtle feeling of Neptune moving into Aquarius. All right, and then we've got intensity, and this is what I was talking about in the introduction about desires. All right, deep and willful, intense desires. Mars is about desire and how we take action towards our desires. Pluto is about deep underlying subconscious desires and how we take action in strategic ways and with focus and intensity. All right, so there's potential with this for a lot of conflict. And if conflict is showing up in your life, know that that is not forever. It is a few days that we have that intensity and willingness to enter into conflict. There's a greater willingness with these two together. On the positive side, the way that you can use this is to try and get underneath, or to notice what is underneath. You might not have to try, it might be coming out anyway. Those underlying deep-rooted desires that are part of our reptilian brain, our brainstem, the subconscious desire and fear and defensiveness and the instinct for survival, and the kind of the flip side of the fears and the survival instinct is the desire for great wealth, success, the desire to win, and to be at the top. All right, Pluto is about extremes. Okay, Pluto is great wealth, great power, and Mars is about more like getting what we want in the world in a general, ordinary, everyday life way. Because Mars, we can see Mars, it's the obvious things in life, what's on the surface. Pluto is what's down, 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 deep below, but driving us. All right, so try to use this to explore what is going on in your subconscious, to think about how you take action towards what you want, what you need to do for survival, and what is your strategy there, and how can you be using all this power and the willingness to be assertive and strategic in positive ways. All right, so good luck with that. All right, and Mercury and Venus, this is a lighter one. So this is also a conjunction, and any conjunction is about a new beginning. Mercury is about our thinking, our talk, our planning, our analysis, our ideas, and Venus is about love and sweet connection, comfort, relationships, beauty, and our sense of self-worth. How we show that self-worth in our possessions and our resources, and how we care for ourselves through our possessions and resources in the world. All right, so when these two come together, it is a conjunction representing a new start. It's a chance to think about how we plan for and think about and talk about love and money and beauty and any kind of relationship stuff. All right, it's a chance to express your love. It's a chance to express your ideas about love and money. It's a chance to do some planning for the future, especially as a conjunction like this represents a new start. All right, they're very close to the sun and we can't see them at the moment. So any planning that you do, it might not come into fruition, or might not become manifest for a little while until these are visible again. Nevertheless, this is a strong moment with these two together to be thinking about all of those things. You're planning for love and money and beauty and comfort and your resources in life. All right. Okay, so that's that for this week's transit. So let's have a look at what is coming up over the next week. Okay, and looking ahead to the big things coming up straight after this week, on the 1st or the 2nd of February, depending on where you are in the world, we'll have the full moon in Leo, and that is the opposite of Aquarius. Leo and Aquarius opposite each other, so we'll have that oppositional energy there. More about that later. On the 3rd or the 4th of February, Uranus stations direct for the last time in the sign of Taurus. It's going to be then moving directly towards Gemini, and then it will not be back in Taurus again for another over nearly 80 years. So if any of you are like 3 years or 4 years old, maybe you might be around for that. We could have long lives, I guess. So maybe if you're a child, you might be around for that. And then on the 13th, 14th of February, so that'll be, in a couple of weeks, Saturn enters Aries as well, moving up to joining with Neptune for their big conjunction moment. I'll be talking about that a lot later. So there we go, everyone. That is my video about the week of 26th of January onwards. Take care during that Mars Pluto conjunction. It could be intense and there could be conflict, but there is potential to learn more about our deeper selves and what we want and desire in the world. All the best for everything, and congratulations on being part of the Neptune in Aries generation that we're in now, and more about that in tomorrow's video with an all signs breakdown about that transit. So bye for now. Please like, comment or subscribe, especially comment. It's awesome to see your comments, and thank you those of you who do comment if you like this video. And if you'd like to order a calendar, go to sunandmooncalendar.com to order your Australia or Aotearoa New Zealand calendar. Bye for now. Have a good week.